Well, we might as well visit the blacksmith. Let me up.
Yes?
I feel like
It's funny to
medieval...
imagine the guards just letting that goblin through. Go ahead, Chris.
Not so
I feel like medieval architecture wouldn't have those, like,
I've got.
patio awnings.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure.
Which
there's
patio
Like, if you go back
awnings?
out, like if you go back outside, there's like these. The buildings have these
just a
overhangs
sec.
that have buildings
Excellent.
or that have
bargain.
rooms in them. It's kind of got like a New Orleans feel a little bit. I don't feel like the stone and rock structures would support that sort of architecture.
Thank.
Oh, it's interesting because, like most fantasy games, Oblivion's architecture. Oh no, that's perfect. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
it
like,
really like the way it juts out.
That's where you
It's-
pour all
it's-
your poopy into the street. That's what they did. They would just take their poopy and pour it into the street from their balcony.
They should do like what Disney World does and have like the little the trace lines
That's
in the
exactly
floor and
right.
the road.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I think like the one reason it looks weird is actually just like this wouldn't make much logistical sense in a medieval city. Like you would logistically want to have one of these balconies, but like it's it's a fantasy city. Works all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Like why would you want to just like walk outside on your balcony in your house? Like why wouldn't you just want to be inside your house?
Given how cramped the city is. It's like these are you could jump from this window into that window.
Imagine if a fire broke out in this city, like just how easily it would spread from building to building.
All right, that's
Yeah,
like
it's a
you're
good
describing
thing
the
the
medieval
city
era
doesn't
right there.
have a guild full of people who can throw fireballs with their minds.
We don't have a firefighters guild, but we do have two different mage guilds fighting for control.
That's it. It's if mages were real, they'd just be firefighters.
Don't you hate when you're on a business trip and you go up to your hotel room and you're just trying to relax, but you try to lay in bed and then you're like, oh fuck. And then you have to walk downstairs and like wander through like a bunch of empty lots in the city to get down into a weird culvert just so that you can get ambushed by a tiny man. And now
We
you
have
can go to
leveled
sleep. I couldn't sleep earlier because that tiny man hates me.
We literally do not have any strength-based bonus points at all. Willpower and up luck one.
This is an example of like a level that like where we did not do good enough. We did not hit our quarterly goals.
Yeah, I didn't even realize we'd managed to level up. I wasn't. What the fuck?
Where's he going?
What?
Yeah.
No,
it's
wait.
the plot.
What?
The plot
But
sends
it's
an
not supposed
assassin
to
after you.
happen yet.
No, it's fine. Oh, did you just get dinged for assault?
Stop!
You did. You
violated
just
the
got
law.
dinged for assault for
Ain't a
attacking
court
the
of fine
assassin that
or
was
I
civil.
murdering
thought
people.
she was the one.
Or
Like, what the
stolen
fuck
She
is
was.
going on?
I don't know. Like, I don't
We
know.
found
That
it.
doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
That's too bad.
We found it.
I was
This is
hoping
the
you'd raise
Oblivion I came here for. Oblivion.
Here's the
It could be that since she was attacking the other guy, like, okay, it could be she was attacking the other guy, which means that like you're let off. You're not like it's not considered self-defense, so you have to go to jail. It could be that that guy was actually like stealing something, and she attacked, and she just happened to be the sleeper agent with the Evil Assassins Guild. Yeah. Okay.
What? What the?
How come zombies in this game don't have any asses?
Where
Josh,
did this
did you
guy even
install
come
some
from?
weird-ass mods or something?
No.
Oh, this is awesome. The Goblin Wars have begun.
Fuck.
Why doesn't the zombie have an ass?
I don't know.
It rotted off, man.
That's so rough. Don't let that happen to me.
Okay.
You'll be
Nail it on.
a
I'll get
skeleton
Brazilian
that just
implants for
has-
you.
non-biodegradable.
You'll eventually decay to the point
Yes.
where you're just a skeleton zombie, except you've got a big ass. That's
I
the
want
only
the
part of
ass
you
to be
that's
the
still
only
flesh.
thing that people find when they crack open my coffin in 500 years. And they will, because I'm going to tell them there was treasure in it.
But
Well,
why
aren't you
is
going to
this
get buried in a
coffin so
glass
deep?
coffin?
He's just a regular man. This coffin shouldn't be so deep. And then they open it up. Oh my god. Look at this skeleton's ass!
Why was he buried face down? Why did they have like
still-
little
where did-
Halloween poppers
that guy
go off
come
when they
from?
opened the lid?
Face
Why
down,
is there a
ass
zombie
up.
guardian?
That's the way I like to haunt.
Oh my god, what is going on?
So, yeah, let's just go back into the hotel and see what happens here.
Well, I wanted to go meet Glarther back here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you start
There's
this
a
thing?
man with extremely
you came.
well-justified
You
suspicions,
followed?
and definitely
Good.
not
I
just a
thought I could trust
weirdo.
you. Nobody else in town.
He needs to use less volumizer.
Oh, watching me.
He needs these more.
Like,
Yes.
you know that
I
picture
need
of
you
Nick
to do
Cage
something.
where his hair is a bird?
I'll pay you. Gold.
Christopher.
You like gold, don't you?
What?
Do I know that picture of Nick Cage where his hair is a bird?
Here's
Do you even know who you're talking to right now?
I'm being followed.
That was 90% of my college experience.
Moral cottage selectives, maybe. Not
A
sure.
friend of
Was the
mine
other
had to like
10%
create a
Nick
fake
Cage
celebrity
and John
endorsement
Travolta's
for a
body?
project she was working
I
on,
know too much.
and she picked specifically bird-haired
I need you to
Nicolas
check out some
Cage.
people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
Yeah, sure, I
Very
guess.
good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6
This is the
a.m.
kind of thing
You'll
you
see
need
her
more of in
watching
fantasy
me.
video games where
See
you
where
take
she
quests.
goes and who
More
she
quests that are
reports
just
to.
kind of sketchy.
We'll
Not
meet
even like
here
evil exactly,
again
just
tomorrow
like
night.
you shouldn't be doing
And
this.
never
People
contact
shouldn't
me in
be
public.
doing
They're
this.
watching. They can't know you're helping me.
Is this guy gonna pay
Her
us?
house
Is
is
he gonna
almost
pay us any
directly
money for
across
this?
the street
He has
from us.
He will
repeatedly
pay
said
us?
he's going to pay us.
He will actually
Okay.
pay us better if we also confirm his like his paranoia.
If I was an adventurer, I would solely do stuff like this to get money.
Don't let her see you watching.
Only shit that's like, well, this is not like outright evil, but it's also of no use to anybody.
Exactly. Correct.
I believe you can also just straight up not watch the people at all and then just tell him random
Oh
shit.
yeah, he doesn't like. There's no reason to watch them. They're just normal people doing normal shit.
Anyway, let's go to Cloud Top and get this spell and almost die.
There's this, I don't know if I've talked about this on the show yet, but there's this one quest where you try to join the Fighters Guild or whatever, and they're like, oh, this lady has a rat problem, and go kill her rats.
Yeah.
And she wasn't home. She wasn't home at the time, so I was like, I'm gonna kill her rats, and then she's gonna come home and be so happy. No, those were her pet rats.
Yeah, like
Is that not what
if-
I was supposed
like
to...
you hear that she has a rat problem, and then they let you like assume that you know what's going on, and then you talk to her, and she's like, "My poor rats are getting killed by a mountain lion."
It's like the game punishes you for taking the easy way, and I love that. That was like one of the smartest things Oblivion does, is like, well, you just think logically, I'm gonna go kill these rats in the basement. No, don't do it.
It's also a direct sequel to the Balmora Fighters Guild first quest, which is there's a lady on the canal who has rats attacking her house, which is a problem because she collects pillows and the rats are eating her pillows. It's also like a dark elf woman, kind of like a similar appearance.
There's also a quest in Anvil in this game involving a woman who keeps rats in her basement, actually. Why does that keep coming up?
Is it rats or is it scamps?
I think it's rats, and then, like, a big cat breaks in and eats them.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking
That's the
about.
quest I was just describing, Chris.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you were talking about it being in Morrowind.
Morrowind has rats eating pillows. Oblivion has the sequel, which is cats eating rats.
I see. Alright, I missed that part. Alright, what do we want to do here?
Main quest,
We got-
main quest, main quest.
What? All right, let's do the main quest, everybody. It's time.
Oh, yeah, I was right. It's literally another member of the same family. Like, it's Draylen Thalos in Morrowind and Arvina Thalos in Oblivion.
I love that.
Which one of these is the main quest? Here we go. Deliver the amulet.
Do not listen to the fisherman on the way there. He's going to try to get you to kill some fish, and it's a really annoying quest, and don't do it.
Wait, what?
Do not listen to the fisherman there. He's going to try to get you to kill some fucking fish, and it's a really annoying quest, and don't do it.
The fisherman in Wayne and Priory, or on the way to Kavash?
On the way to. I think you probably already missed him.
Repent your crimes.
Hey, remember that time you tried to kill a member of the evil faction in this game? Well, knock that shit off, Josh.
I mean, we are an assassin.
Are you looking for Prior Maberel or Joffrey?
I think that's probably actually why. Now that you mentioned it.
Sleeping, but it must be important. Go ahead upstairs and wake him.
This is not a
sleeping.
man who is
Check it out.
asleep.
Yeah. Cool bed.
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do
Weird
you
how you
want?
can sleep with your eyes open while staring at a book and making a weird magician's finger waggle.
Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death? You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see.
I really appreciate Joffrey's voice line. I think that they probably had Odd in mind when they wrote it, but he successfully sells it as, "You're full of shit.
How did
Show
you
me."
get this?
Yeah.
Oh my
What do you
god.
know of the Emperor's death? As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
Well, I mean, it was really Mumbles. She's the one who sent us here. Because she said, let's do the main quest.
The Prince of Destruction he referred to is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the demonic world of Oblivion.
Mumbles Dagon, that's me.
The Emperor's
yeah.
words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion.
It's, after retiring from Spoiler Warning, you became a cult leader,
from the Daedra of
and then
Oblivion
turned
by
into
magical
a
barrier.
demigod and
It's my
lived
part-time
in
job.
basically hell?
Yes,
I'm not
basically
sure.
hell.
Only the emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient.
Although I'm fairly
Saint
certain that
Alicia herself
lore-wise,
received
there's
it
supposed to
from
be
the
many
gods.
different planes
It is a
of
holy relic
Oblivion,
of power.
and only one of
When
them
an
is
emperor
supposed
is
to look
crowned,
like the
he uses the
horrible,
amulet to light the
lava-filled
dragonflies at the temple of
corpse
the One in the
world.
Imperial
But that's the only place you go in this
With the
game,
emperor dead
so...
and no new heir
I
crowned,
think Dante's
the
Inferno is the
dragonflies in
same,
the
isn't
temple will
it?
be
There's
dark.
like
For the
all
first
kinds of stuff
time
happening
Oh, yeah.
in Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, hell,
may be that the dragonflies protected
the
us
next
from
book
the
in the
threat that
series,
only the
Dante
Emperor
Goes
was
to
aware
Heaven, which is like just other planets.
I
am one
hate
of the
Dante
few
Goes to
who know of his
Heaven. It's just
existence.
him, like, it's just commentary.
ago,
The whole, I
I
mean,
served
I
as
know that
captain
Dante's
of
Inferno is
Uriel's
all
bodyguard,
commentary,
the Blade.
but like Dante Goes to Heaven is
One night,
really all
Uriel called me into his
commentary.
private chamber.
Yeah.
A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket.
So, he just
Uriel
said
told me
something
to
about
deliver
closing
him
shut the
some
jaws of
message.
Oblivion.
He never
Interesting
told me
thing is that
anything else
that
about the
phrase
baby,
is actually
but I
as
knew
old
it
as
was his son.
Morrowind and was used
From time to time,
to kind
he
of
would ask
tease
about
about the
the
next
child's
game,
progress.
except
Now it seems that this
throughout the
illegitimate son is
last
the heir
game,
to
they
the
referred to it
Septim
as
throne.
the marble
yet
jaws of
lives.
Oblivion. That was just like that was like the stock phrasing they kept
His
using.
name
It's
is
the
Martin.
marble jaws of
He
Oblivion.
serves Akatosh in the chapel in
I
the
wonder
city
what
of
they
Kvat,
had in mind
south
for
of
them being marble jaws,
must go
because
to Kvat
they
and
apparently
find
got
it
to the
at
art
The enemy
concept
is aware of
art
his
design
existence
phase of this
and
game. We're
seems
just
likely
like,
he is
nah.
in terrible danger. And please,
Look,
Fucking
let me know if
Mehrunes
there's anything
Dagon
you
has a
need.
very good propaganda
My resources
machine,
here
but
are
he
limited,
doesn't actually
but I will
have
help
great
in any way I
masonry.
can.
Whoa, there's a lot of questions we can ask here. Assistance.
I keep a few things here in
Excellent.
my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
They literally have a post on the UESP, the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages,
Ooh.
that's archived that has a bunch of lore on it, and the lore just comes from Ted Peterson, one of the original developers of the Elder Scrolls series, just putting shit online, I guess. There's a lot of this going around in the Elder Scrolls lore, and it's amazing because, like, one of the writers of one of the games will just do a blog post saying, Kaji all have 4 buttholes, and the 3 that you can't see aren't where you'd think they'd be. And then, like, about 70% of the community will be like, that's bullshit. He's not making the game anymore. He's just some guy. The last video game he worked on was a Kickstarter game that flopped in 2016. We're not doing this shit. And then everyone else is like, 4 buttholes, you say?
I know what side I'd be on.
Because, like, it's all... The shit that, like, developers throw out is never mundane. It's, like, always wild shit. Just, like, wild and crazy shit that New Bethesda clearly, like, would find stressful to try to implement and, like, brand and sell, because they don't believe in anything that cannot be, like, immediately and quickly communicated through 2 pieces of splash art.
I'm finding some, like, Oblivion-based memes on Tumblr. And my favorite one that I found so far is, "This is my worst birthday ever. Why? Because Oblivion gates are opening up all over? No, because it's a little humid. Yes, because Oblivion gates are opening all over." This kind of looks like a marble. Hold on, let me show you that.
Oh, Jesus. So apparently, if you... Okay, so one thing about this game is that if you're learning spells like offensive spells, you need a target to actually gain levels doing it, or else, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times you cast it, like, you need to actually hit something with it. Apparently.
Right.
So if you complete the arena quest lines, you get a person who follows you around, the adoring fan, called the annoying fan by the community, who's just like this dude who just loves you and worships the ground he walks on, follows you everywhere until you tell him to stop. And the thing about him is, I guess he, like, I don't know if he respawns or something, or if he's, like, immortal, but people are saying that they, like, grind spellcasting on this weird fanboy that follows you around.
Yeah, that is something you can do.
Redguard, look in the chat. I posted something that looks like a marble jaw of Oblivion. Look, see the marble?
No, I guess that's a sigil shit. Okay. So the marble jaws of Oblivion is, like, literally the balls you grab to end the Oblivion gate is the marble jaw.
Balls that you fondle.
I did it.
That's really clever. That makes a lot of sense. That can't possibly be what they had in mind.
Ah, come on!
Well, no, I'm saying, like, that's smarter than what they would have done.
Thank you.
We're mixing wheat with lettuce. And I made a potion of restore fatigue.
Lettuce sandwiches, the best cure for malaise. I'm so gassed.
That actually made our weight worse.
Imagine, like, you're fucking cramming a Monster Energy drink, and you just, like, look down the ingredients list, and it's just, like, bread, lettuce.
Can we get rid of this blade that we got from that one quest that we don't need anymore?
Yeah, it's like, you should get rid of most of the things you're carrying, because they don't sell for anything, and they're just heavy.
What is it now?
Haven't we been over this the last, like, 10 years we've been doing the show, Josh?
I think it's come up once or twice in the last 10 years. This has never come up before.
This has never come up? Okay, my bad. I didn't know this never came up before. We didn't literally have a part in Fallout New Vegas where it was literally just a week of you walking over encumbered across the desert. Okay, just make...
No, what are you talking about?
Josh, if you ever find, like, a fireball staff, like a staff of fireball in this game, and it weighs, like, 40 pounds, you definitely need that as a quest item.
You're right.
How can I help you? So,
If I remember
Wow,
correctly,
she
we
does
only
not
got
like
rid
us
of the
at
incinerator
all.
in Fallout New Vegas when you found something that was literally called a heavy incinerator.
Yes, that's exactly what fucking happened. It was my nightmare.
Blah, blah. What a bore. Oh, nice.
So
I
she
actually
likes
remember
these
quite
two.
liking Seedneus, and I have no fucking idea why.
That's great.
I do not recall.
Oh, please. It's blah, blah, blah.
I think you could rescue her daughter,
Oh,
Yes.
and I think she really liked me
From-
afterwards.
From weird cannibal town called Hackdirt.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that place is great.
You're pathetic. You, I like that.
That's the kind of shit that like open world games need
You're
more of.
full of it.
Does the
That's
cannibal town teach
really
you how to be a
funny.
cannibal?
Oh, nice.
You don't
no, they
think
should kill you.
so.
Oh,
Come
you're a
on.
big fat liar.
Do you need? Is that a skill you learn?
Can you be a cannibal?
No.
Kind.
No.
I mean, we've discussed this. You can be a cannibal
eat
only
mort
extent that you can eat
flesh.
human flesh as an alchemy ingredient.
No.
You can be a vampire, I guess.
No, it's not the same.
It isn't.